Remember that your do and your have, yeah, is just an expression of your archetype, of the version of you that you are being. Just like the fruit on the tree is an expression of the tree. Okay? So another way of looking at this is that when we did this exercise yesterday about finding your personal archetype, you got to see the name of your tree, right? Your old way of being. This is all unconscious. So the illusion is that you think that the life that you're living is because of the reasons around it. Yeah? That's whatever patterns you may be stuck in, be it in a dead-end job or in a abusive dead-end relationship or addicted to certain pills, and there's a fear that's keeping you stuck. It has to be. Nothing else can keep you stuck besides fear. Nothing. When it's a money block, it's a fear of not having any money. When it's a relationship block, it's a fear of not being in a relationship. And when it's a health block, it's a fear of not being supported by the medicine. Right? So the illusion is that you have to do what you're doing because there's a whole bunch of reasons. That's the illusion. The truth is that there is an unconscious part of your mind that contains an archetype. And that archetype lives your life. Your archetype responds to emails in a certain way. Your archetype shops for food in a certain way. Your archetype dresses in a certain way. Your archetype sits in a certain way. Your archetype walks in a certain way. And your archetype has got a certain amount of rituals, yeah, that you know as your routine. Okay? I'll say that again. Your archetype has a certain amount of set rituals that happen every day that you know as your routine. Transformation is a rearrangement of values that results in a change in routine. Transformation is a rearrangement of values that results in a change of routine. Does that make sense, guys? It's as simple as that. And if you look at that definition, every time in your life that you have ever transformed, yeah, was because something in your life created a shuffling of values that then demanded from you to behave in a certain way. All right, so let's say when you were a high school student, what were your values then? Fun, marks, yeah, whatever it was. And that's what you made time for. And then when you were into, let's say, university, there's this reshuffling of values and of priorities. Because now you're not getting taught everything. Now you realize that you've actually got to do the learning first. And that there's no one that's going to manage your time. So there's got to be this reshuffling of values. Right? Or if you had a child, talk about a reshuffling of values that results in a change of routine. Are you getting this, guys? So your archetypes create these do and haves, which are essentially your routine. Okay? And if you look at life as a series of actions, then your entire life as an experience is an experience of those actions, the result of those actions. It's the haves. Yeah?